Alright, pizza lovers, let's dip into some more Pizza Tower songs. March 11th, 2024 marked the arrival of New Game Plus DLC, which features The Noise as a playable character.
The Pizza Tower OST by itself is already a massively acclaimed critical success, but slap on some Noise gameplay and suddenly the doors open to even more musical mayhem.
We'll also touch on some songs from the Halloween update and some unused songs that never made it into the full game.
Let's finish this soundtrack with a side of breadsticks.
Breadsticks?
Shut up.
Look, all I'm saying is that a heads up would have been nice. I mean, I look like a total jackass out there.
How is it my fault you don't know how to finish reading the Google Doc script?
Oh crap, we're back. I'm gonna go get change real quick. You go ahead and get the ball rolling.
I'm on it. What's up, viewers? Are you ready for some Pizza Tower What the heck did you write here?
It's the Pizza Parlor Paloozaplex.
Okay, what does that even mean?
Do you want to critique my writing style or the soundtrack?
Well, actually...
Okay, you forget this opening segment. Let's just do the review.
Before we talk about the Noises update, let's touch on a song that we didn't talk about last time, Pizza Mayhem. It's a special song because of a few factors. One is the way to hear it, that being you have to unlock the sound test room by finding all of the secrets in the game. Then scrolling through it allows you to hear this song. The other thing that makes it stand out a lot is that the song has lyrics and, you know, singing.
Honestly, I feel it was only a matter of time before some lyrics made it into this soundtrack. There's just so much comedic potential in adding vocals, especially when most of the other tracks are nearly devoid of it. I mean, there are voice lines present in a handful of previously discussed songs, but full-on sentences like this, not so much.
It's got such a different feel from the rest of the soundtrack, not just because of the singing, but the way the song progresses as well. It's got this seriousness to it. Only for you to listen to the lyrics and hear that the lyrics are slice, pie, slice, or cheese and peppers, let's make some noise, and realize it's still got that Pizza Tower token goofiness to it.
It's got tremendous anime opening vibes. I bet anything someone has already made a parody or something online. Literally the second thing. I love it.
They cooked with this song, what can I say?
Paired alongside an instrumental. It's always nice to have the option to hear these. It lets you better appreciate the musical scoring. Definitely for the instrument nerds out there.
I touched on it in the previous segment, but this song's instrumentation feels different from the rest of the soundtrack. It feels more serious despite using all the same sounds from the rest of the game. It feels like a finale in some ways. Like this was gonna be the end of the game before switching it up with Bye Bye There. Oh, and it's got that guitar solo. You know, the one from the tail end of OK Camper's Rise and Shine. That one is actually referencing this song.
Oh man, I thought it sounded a tad familiar. I definitely agree though, this is breeding such extreme endgame energy. This most certainly must have been considered as a final theme during early production.
Avoid the noise. This song replaces Unearthly Blues when you play as the Noise, and oh man, it's a jam-packed radical anthem.
It sure as hell is. I'm feeling all of the funkiness just exploding out of this one. I am seriously hooked to that noise motif. Every time it comes on, I'm just vibing the heck out of it. I especially adore the middle portion of the song, bringing out the bass, the DJ scratches, the wow. It reminds me a bit of the Blob's soundtrack a little bit.
I vibe the heck out too. From those vocal samples going hey, to the return of the orchestra hits, to the guitar solo, to the breakdown. Oh man, it gets across how different the noise is from Pepino here. Unearthly Blues was slower and more chill, letting you slowly get used to the controls. But the noise is in your face and loud.
actual
The Noise gets unique songs for laps 1 and 2 of his escape theme as well. After a few rewrites and edits of attempting to give The Noise an escape song on the same level as It's Pizza Time, this is the version the crew settled on, and it's got a different feel to Pizza Time. This song starts off kinda quiet with a bunch of hello there's, like in Pizza Time, before transitioning into a totally different vibe. The beat starts to kick up and hype you up for a great escape, and then it hits hard.
I cannot agree more. Man, what a crazy infectious masterpiece. I literally could not get enough of it. Its instrumentation, its energy, its peaks, its valleys. I am completely appalled at the level of quality they were able to squeeze into this track.
It's not full of guitars like Pizza Time, this is all synth. Combine that with the sounds of a simple to grasp melody and samples of a guy saying, let's go. Make this song feel like it's less scrambling to the exit and more like you're gonna get out with a plan and style. It feels like controlled chaos in a way, like, you know, lap 1 isn't anything to worry about too much here.
When you're zooming across the level with this guy's skateboard, this guy's downward drilling body thrust, and this magnificent musical track, you literally feel like an uncontrollable force of nature. Something to not be reckoned with. This for me is probably the peak of the Pizza Tower gameplay. God damn, I love it so much. Never have I seen DLC improve upon the original gameplay style this well. In terms of the Noise update, I seriously think this is probably the peak of the peaks.
Well, any mention of control in the chaos I brought up in the last song is gone. This song feels like whoever stepped into that pizza portal completely knew it was a risky idea, but straight up didn't care about any sense of impending doom, and is just so sure of themselves that any sense of panic is just gone. Or to put it another way, people going for lap 2 with this song on are making bases almost as goofy and crazy as The Noise.
I cannot even describe what it is about this song that's so fantastic. It's unlike anything on this list. It's really its own unique thing. That beat got some cat to it, man. I am literally the Bring the Noise guy's #1 fan. Every time he says that line, I'm just vibrating through the floor with excitement. If this doesn't make you want to shake that moneymaker, who the hell are you? Give this a listen. The voice line usage in this is fire in this song. There's so many great parts. My personal favorites are they just hit something in me, man. God, this song is insane.
This song is totally nuts! The bass gets louder, the melody gets more erratic, the vocals are playing over themselves and cutting each other off. It's chaotic to say the least. I know I've been using this word a lot over the last few episodes, but it's insane! And I think this song deserves that word the most. And then right at the end, there's this one out-of-tune guitar pluck that only plays in my left side of my headphones. It's so goofy.
Wait a minute. Something just dawned on me. If we're playing as The Noise, then who's the boss of floor 3 gonna be?
It could be a bunch of characters. Maybe Peppino will still fight him, or maybe Noisette will take up the mantle.
Well, there is no greater foe than marital issues. Wait a minute, is that who I think it is?
Yeah, during the development of Pizza Tower, a fan created the characters Pedito and the Doys, and Tour de Pizza loved it so much they wanted to use the Doys as the replacement for the boss of the Noise when you play as him. And they gave him a unique song as well. And it's, well, interesting to say the least.
I'm somewhat indifferent myself, personally. I think so much could have been done that played with the whole reverse flash scenario they got here. Maybe an interesting play on the Noise's motif, like reverse it, slow it down, I don't know, something to play into that concept a little bit.
It's so out of place and weird. It's a jam, but the droning sounds, the baby cries, the stock sound of a woman screaming, the part at the end that sounds almost like the Noise's theme, but not quite. Everything about this song feels just so different from Pizza Tower, which makes me question, what even is the Noise? And the Noise dimension we fight him in? It's also confusing. Only for none of our questions to be answered as Pedito drags the Noise away, and if you try to re-enter the boss door, yeah.
One thing I always think of when hearing this is how alike that baby crying sound effect is to the baby crying sound effect from Luigi's Mansion's boss fight. And even then, it's probably a very basic baby crying stock sound effect that they probably both ended up using. I feel like if there was some sort of inside joke that the creators despise this character and everything that he stands for, and therefore want the music to reflect that sort of utter abomination and monstrous being the Noise really is. Like, why are there babies crying and women screaming? What has this man done? I would appreciate this track a bit more if that's the angle they were going for, but as is probably the lowest of these Noise tracks so far.
During the final battle, the music will stay the same for phases 1 and 2, but during phase 3, the Noise activates super mode and gets a unique remix of the song. It's interesting because this is a remix of Unexpectancy, which was made by Mr. Sauceman, but this is remixed by CLASCYJITTO. A Pizza Tower artist remixing a song by a Pizza Tower artist is really fun to me.
This is so much fun to listen to. I like seeing what is essentially CLASCYJITTO's version of Expectancy. They're responsible for a lot of my personal favorites on this list, and damn, they are not playing around with this one. I really have no clue how CLASCYJITTO does it. I especially love how the Noises motif gets incorporated here. It's got a bit of swinginess to it, I think. Man, it sounds tight.
I kind of prefer this to Peppino's version of Unexpectancy. I like having all the song motifs return in a big medley for Peppino, but just the Noise's escape theme, topped with his classic radical anthem returning for when he fights Pizza Face, is dang good. Add in those fast drums and keeping the guitar gives it the edge for me. And yes, the Noise even gets his own unique escape from the crumbling tower called I Need a Noise. And this is damn good. It's got lyrics like Pizza Mayhem, but it differs with its instruments.
Bruh, this is actually such an amazing track. Its rhythm is so nasty. I seriously dig the techno 80 feels that it's going for. The guitars, it's always such a vibe in this game, bro. Also, all I can hear is Astrobot when that robo voice comes in, literally.
I friggin' love this song. It's so cinematic and cool. It feels like a solid goodbye to the tower we've explored so much of. It kinda sounds like I Need a Hero, you know, the song from Shrek 2. And it even has a returning guitar solo from Pizza Mayhem. That's now 3 songs that have this guitar solo. You know they were proud of that melody.
As well they should be. I am up for hearing that beautiful bit of magic any day of the week. I feel like I'm in an 80s music video with this shit.
And then at the final third of the song, the pitch increases a little bit and sounds even cooler? It gives off the vibe of, alright, you had your fun, now let's get out of here before the whole place crumbles. And the final note it ends on, man, it's so good.
It's borderline cinematic. Bro, why are some of these songs like better than the original game songs?
Receding Hairline Party was the credits for Peppino's story, but the Noise gets this song, and it's super good. It feels like a party with this beat, with some Noise melody samples thrown in, like it's reminding you, hey, this is the Noise's credits.
A lot of the Noises tracks seem to include a hefty amount of vocals, making it a bit more distinct from the original base games ones. I like to think that this and a few other DLC songs was their way of experimenting and having fun with whatever wacky things that they can think to put together. It works in their favor greatly considering the type of character that the Noise is. Again, that's just a fun little headcanon I like to insert for myself when listening to these tracks. Yo, I'm gonna be 100 with you guys. I legit, at the moment of writing this part and listening to this song, just found out about this swap mode.
Yeah, swap mode is essentially a two-player mode where you either get to play by yourself as both Peppino and the Noise simultaneously, or with a second player locally.
This is for the select screen. It's pretty jammin', I won't lie. It's got a great flow of voice clips that just sound so cool. That little work that shit goes off.
That's actually a very popular voice line from Sonic CD, and it was a bop there as well. Additionally, the "Mover Boy" heard during the intro is taken from Bust a Move by Young MC.
You don't actually even hear that circus show or that voice clip from the beginning in the game itself. It's another OST treat for us music lovers to experience.
Every year in October, the game updates to include a bunch of Halloween decor and levels. This is the music for the level, Tricky Treat.
I really enjoy the hectic energy here. The main instruments sound like a marimba or a xylophone type instrument. It's that spooky, scary skeleton bone playing vibe, bro. You just gotta love some bonophones. The little inclusions of the record scratch and the organ playing in the back really give this an outstanding presence.
Post Office returns to give us their second song for the game, and this one is really fun. I love running from the big ghost to this song. It still has that patented Pizza Tower goofiness to it, but much more spooky this time.
Even a unique pause screen track gets added during the update, and a groovy one at that. A bit of the instrumentation for this reminds me a little of extraterrestrial wah-wahs for some reason. Even I can't really make sense of it, to be honest.
Oh man, I love this song. It starts off nearly the same as Leaning Dream with some new drums, and then thunder cracks and a witch laughs and it gets spooky. And it keeps that up with the main song being in the minor key instead of the major key now. And then it hits the Castlevania chords. Those probably have a name, but I just call them the Castlevania chords. You know, and then there's this part with some ghostly sounds that sound like Tombstone, Arizona. This was such a pleasant surprise going into the Halloween event for the first time. It sounds like the perfect thing to throw on at a Halloween party.
It's funny that a bit of the chorus played by the guitar sounds remarkably similar to the Carol of the Bells Christmas song. I really don't know if that was intentional or completely coincidental. I just find it really ironic. This is the lobby music for the Tricky Treat level. It plays in this very little tiny room which vaguely resembles the achievements rooms. It's basically for the achievements in this one level.
At first it starts off more generic than anything. Evil cackles, lightning strikes, those classic bonaphone as Mike puts it. But around 50 seconds in, there's a complete change in tone.
Boy, they bring that jazzy goodness in so hard, dude. The drums are fabulous. It gets some sick solo moments. The saxes and the pianos are also just phenomenal. This was quite a pleasant little surprise.
It certainly is. Since this is such a small room, it is really easy to miss this detail in game, since it shouldn't take you more than 50 seconds to explore this room. And for the final bit added in the Halloween update, a new level was added. Kinda. Secrets of the World is only available after you find every secret in every level. And it's a randomized challenge run of every secret level in the game. But instead of constantly flipping through all the different secret themes made for the game, here's a brand new song by CLASCYJITTO, Secret Lockin. It's a medley of a bunch of different Pizza Tower songs using the same instruments as the secret songs, with some new pump and bass and drums to give it a new feel. And man, is this song good. It's totally chill, perfect for a little bonus stage like this. I feel like I could play it at a house party and no one would be able to guess it's actually from a video game.
This level is kinda amazing. 50 plus levels combined into one big hodgepodge. If you love the secret levels, this has gotta be like seeing water in a scorching desert. And how nice of them to waste our time by making us play every single level again, and in addition give us a new fully evolved mega secret track. If I could have had it my way, I would have made it so that every one of my personal favorite secret tracks got remixed into this one big track like this, but unfortunately for me, this isn't Burger King, but fortunately for everyone else, this is very well composed and a very well done little Easter egg track.
Now we're going to talk about a few choice unused songs from Pizza Tower. These songs, for one reason or another, were rendered cut from the final game, but some of these songs are still able to be listened to in the soundtrack.
That's always one of the standout benefits to having video game soundtracks, and in particular ones from indie creators. You get to see what was left on the cutting room floor and have insight to what other things the creators' creativity cooked up but weren't quite right or feasible for the final product. Now I for one expect some seriously bizarre stuff to pop in this section. This game just breeds that sort of outcome. And I mean, yeah, this one is a bit odd. It isn't some of the best that I've heard out of these guys and this list, but it does have a kooky charm to it. All the voice lines reading out this like Italian cuisine grocery list or something is so strange. You can't help but kind of get into it.
This song really scratches my Wario itch. It feels like the perfect intro for Wario in a new game, which Nintendo should really make. That cowbell, the funkiness, the bass, it totally hits the baseline of funk needed for a Wario Land song. Add on to that the spooky sounds and the vocals of various Italian foods, and you've got a Pizza Tower song for the ages. I'm sad that this song never got it into the base game, but since Mansion was never added, at least we can listen to the song like this. Okay, so back in the day, Pizza Tower used to have demos for the game in order to get feedback and make improvements according to it. We talked a little bit about a Halloween-themed demo in a previous episode, since There's a Bone in My Spaghetti is from that demo, but there was also a Christmas-themed demo, which remixed the Blood Sauce Dungeon for a holiday feel.
I think this one is so cool. I love the way the bass hits, and I'm in particular a very big fan of how this one starts up. The first few seconds is where this song hits its peak for me. It's just a nice, comfy little melody, and it just embodies the Christmas energy so well because of it. The rest is good too, but I think it's struggling a bit more to lay into the Christmas feel by doing anything other than just the Christmas bell and the ho ho ho's. Overall pretty decent though.
I think this strikes the perfect balance between Pizza Tower's kookiness and a good little holiday beat. The jingle bells are great, and I love those little voices singing in babble, and the synth absolutely going ham. It's a cute little song for a cute little demo.
I don't know why the instant I heard this song for the first time, all I can think about was Benny and the Ink Machine song.
This song is from a cut version of the Pig City theme. And wow, this is totally different from Bite the Crust. That bass, the piano, the speed, it feels so glamorous compared to the grunginess of Bite the Crust. Totally different, but that's not a bad thing. What do you think, Mikey?
I'm right there with you. The bass just has a strange yet incredibly unique sound that just intrigues the hell out of me. It's got almost like a ragtime feel to it, probably what reminded me of Bendy. The chorus is decently memorable and the beat is just hitting. This is the strongest of the cut ones for me so far.
Here's a song from the cut stage Dragon's Lair.
Man, this one is major bang central. I dig the hell out of the composition, and it's got what I can only describe as the loopiest main hook I have ever heard in my life. I'm getting all twisted listening to this one. My brain's in a knot.
Loopy is definitely the right word, but I gotta be honest, I couldn't get too into this song. Credit where it's due, that synth is going completely ham, and I love the clock ticking and the cartoon doyoing sound effect from the percussion, but this one I just couldn't like as much as the other cut songs. Although, fun fact, you can find the dragon from this stage hidden on the first floor of the tower.
Damn, if there was a level I would have loved to have been able to have played of these that we missed out on. The music for it is just so great. This incredibly prolonged, eerie climb to this bump and beat is one of the most effective and fitting tracks in this. I especially am kind of surprised at how into this pace changing I am. I would have thought that I'd find this a bit annoying, but I actually quite like the tone it sets here.
Most Pizza Tower fans won't recognize this as a cut escape theme for the cut level Apartment, but as the theme song that plays throughout the final challenge offered in the 2019 Sage demo of Pizza Tower, Snick's Challenge, where you have 10 minutes to beat 3 stages in a row, all while being chased by Snick. This song is really fitting for that. the speeding up, the rise and fall of the bass, the way some bass seeps in halfway to instill a little bit of panic, only to crash back down to a crawl at the end. It's really good at selling that mood, and it loops super well too. At least until the final 2 minutes of the challenge, when this begins to play. Let me tell you, trying this challenge out for myself and hearing that melody first start up like time was up sent chills down my spine. Only for the song to speed up drastically and get more chaotic, spiraling more and more as time began to run out. That certainly was an experience.
The change up from this almost Coco Melon-esque introduction into extreme alarming peril, then into extreme peril, concluding with an unsettling lullaby, it's just maddening.
This is a fan favorite song in the fandom, and it is really easy to see why.
And with that, we have finally come to the end, right?
Yes, this actually is it this time.
Okay, good, because the lease I got us on these suits are only good for another 10 minutes. Let's make this quick.
Whoa!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the award ceremony.
Today, we'll be announcing the winners of both Mikey and I's favorite Pizza Tower songs.
Yes, but before we get started, insert topical joke here. Oh, crap, I forgot to write that part.
The first category is Best Floor Theme.
And the best floor theme goes to...
Wednesdays. For the category of the Best Secrets Mix song,
I award Secret Hoppin' Vacation Mix.
and I award Secret Locking the winner.
Next category, the best boss theme. The winner, Unexpectancy Parts 1 through 3.
And Pizza Time Never Ends. Now the best noise DLC song winners are
Distasteful Anchovy.
and Unexpectancy CLASCYJITTO GATCHA Remix.
The best Halloween update song goes to The Runner.
And Spacey Pumpkins. Best Unused Song Awards go to
Tarragon Pizza.
and Groundbound.
And last but certainly not least, our pick for the best level song. And the winner is Yeehaw Delivery Boy!
And Extraterrestrial Wawas.
Thank you all for joining me and Average on this absolutely unforgettable soundtrack.
We hope you all have a fantastic night.
Oh, well, that was exhausting.
Oh, you're telling me. Hey, I gotta say, it was great working with you again.
Yeah, yes, likewise.
So, what's next for you?
Well, I need to tie up some loose ends.
You're gonna be gone for another 8 months, aren't you?
Shut up.